Hello dear students, welcome back to maths class. Today we are going to learn about congruence of triangles. In your maths chapter 7 is congruence of triangle. Very easy. In this chapter you need to learn 4 rules of congruence, and then on the basis of our knowledge we will solve the exercise. So let's start the chapter. Maths chapter 7 Congruence of triangles. Before starting the lesson, let us understand what is the meaning of congruence. What is congruence in maths? If we take two shapes or two lines, when both are equal in every aspects, they are called congruent. If two shapes have same size, area and measurement, they are called congruent. If we place shapes on top of each other and if they are exactly coinciding with one another, they are called congruent shape. Here you can see two rectangles, yellow and green. If you place one rectangle on another, you can see that they both are having exactly same area. So we can say that these rectangles are congruent. In this way we can say that the relation of two objects being congruent is called congruence. Let us understand it. Congruence of plane figures. Look at these two figures, F1 and F2. Are they congruent? You can make a trace copy of each of the shape, then place one shape over the other. If the figure covers each other completely, they are congruent. Here F1 and F2, they both are congruent. If you trace these figure and place one above other, or another method is you can cut it out. Cut this shape properly and then place F1 on F2. If F1 covers F2 completely, we can say that these figures are congruent. Figure F1 is congruent to F2. How to represent it? Like this. We use this symbol to show congruence. F1 is congruent to F1. Remember this symbol for congruence. Now let's discuss about congruence among line segments. Observe these line segments. Is line segment AB congruent to CD? You can easily give the answer by observing it, or you can use the trace copy. Here we can say that line segment AB is congruent to CD, but PQ is bigger than SR. This line segment is bigger than SR. So these line segments are not congruent. So in this way we can say that line segment AB is congruent to CD. Don't forget the symbol of congruence. That means we can write AB is equals to CD. Line segment AB is equals to CD. When we actually mean that line segment AB is congruent to line segment CD. Clear? If two line segments have the same length, they are congruent. And also if two line segments are congruent, they have the same length. So in this way we can say that if the two line segments have same length, they can be congruent line segments. We can represent congruence in this way. Line segment AB is congruent to line segment CD. Now let us learn congruence of angles. Look at these angles. Angle ABC, PQR, LMN and XYZ. Here the measurement is given. Which angles are congruent? First, let's talk about these two angles, ABC and PQR. They both have same measurement, 40 degrees. So we can say that angle ABC is congruent to angle PQR. We can write like this. Angle ABC is congruent to angle PQR. By writing this, we mean that measurement angle ABC equals to measurement angle PQR. Why I am using this letter M? This represents measurement. In this case, measurement is 40 degrees. So we can say that angle ABC is congruent to angle PQR. You can see another angle which is congruent to angle ABC. Yes, angle XYZ. These three angles have same measurement. So we can write angle ABC is congruent to angle PQR and PQR is congruent to angle XYZ. These three angles are congruent. In this way we can say that if two angles have the same measure, they are congruent. And also we can say that if two angles are congruent, their measures are same. Now let us discuss about congruence of triangles. Now the idea of congruence is clear in our mind. Here two triangles are given, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR have the same size and shape. They are congruent. So how we would express it? Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Don't forget to use the symbol. What we mean by saying this, that triangle ABC and PQR are congruent? This means that when you place triangle PQR over triangle ABC, P falls on A, Q falls on B, and R falls on C. We also mean that line segment AB is congruent to line segment PQ. Line segment QR falls along BC and PR falls along AC, line segment AC. In this way, these two triangles are congruent. So we can say that in triangle ABC and PQR, corresponding vertices are A and P, B and Q, and C and R. As we discussed, which are the corresponding sides in triangle ABC and PQR? Let me draw rough figure of triangles. Corresponding sides are AB and PQ, which is the corresponding side of BC, line segment BC, QR, and corresponding side of line segment AC is line segment PR. Now let us talk about corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are angle A and P. You can see in this figure. Then B and Q and C and R. This shows that while talking about congruence of triangles, not only the measures of angles and lengths of side matters, but also the matching of vertices. So here we can show correspondence in this way. Match vertices and show the correspondence of two triangles in this way. We may write like this also, as triangle ABC is corresponding triangle of PQR. Let's understand this by using examples. Example 1. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR are congruent under the correspondence ABC and RQP. Remember ABC and RQP. Write the parts of ABC that respond to these three conditions. First of all, let us draw the diagram. In geometry, diagram is must. Draw diagram of triangle ABC. And here we have another triangle RQP. So corresponding vertices are AR, CP and BQ. Okay. In this way, which side is corresponding side of PQ? Look here. If we show PQ, the corresponding side of PQ is CB. Angle Q, angle B, and RP. Here we have RP. Find out the corresponding vertices. and you will be able to find out the side AC. In this way, we can find out the corresponding angles and sides from the given triangle. Now, on the basis of our knowledge, let's solve exercise 7.1. Complete the following statement. If two line segments are congruent, if, what should I write in the blank? If they have the same length. If the length of two line segment is same, they are said to be congruent. Next, among two congruent angles, one has a measure of 70 degree. Very easy. The measurement of the other angle is, remember, they are congruent, so they have equal measurement. So another will be of 70 degree. Third, number C, when we write angle A equals to angle B, we actually mean that, what we actually mean? We mean that measurement angle A is equals to measurement angle B. That means these two triangles have same measurement. Okay? Question 2. Give any two real life examples for congruent shapes. This you try by yourself. Number 3. If triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED under the correspondence ABC and FED, write all the corresponding congruent parts of the triangle. This we have already done in example 1. If you need, see the explanation of example 1 and then solve it. Question 4. If triangle DEF is congruent to triangle BCA, write the parts of triangle BCA that correspond to these 4 parts. The same way जैसे हमने example 1 किया, draw 2 triangles, find out the corresponding parts and write the answers. Very easy. In this way you can solve exercise 7.1.